What is the deal, y'all? Y'all see me. My kid's not here. I'm kid free today, so I'm not in the basement. I'm up front, live and in y'all face. This is a Friday. We ain't did a Friday in a minute. We got a lot of things to talk about, man. We got I ain't even gonna talk about it. We just got a bunch of things. We got a bunch of updates going on. Man, y'all ain't seen us in like a week. So let's get into it. And then let's also talk about why people feel like they gotta wear Crocs at the workplace. But I'll talk about that later. And as always, take care of yourself and others. And let's get ready for this podcast.
Okay, so we're here. Hi, how's everyone doing?
I'm here.
Yeah. That 30 minutes went, or 30 seconds went by quick, huh?
30 seconds went by real fast.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was just me in the background.
Yeah. So, yeah, we are here. Welcome to the Issue Talk.
You
How
know what we
everyone
haven't did in a
doing?
long time?
What's that?
We haven't talked about. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If you are on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review so we can continue to give you the ish that we talk. And as always, shout out to my people in Twitch, and then shout out to my people on TikTok. We haven't did that in a long time.
Yes, you are correct. But we did it now. Hey.
Let's give it right back to them.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are here. So how is everything?
It's everything.
Yeah. Same.
Everything is everything.
Everything is everything. Yeah.
It's my Lauren Hill voice. What's going on with you, cuz?
So, just here living the life. Just here living the life. We're gonna go a little left in the beginning, right? Because that's what I do. When I see shit, you know. So, did you ever watch the reality show Mary Mary?
No.
You didn't? Okay. Did you know that Mary Mary had a reality show?
Oh well, let's just keep it 100. I don't watch reality shows.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't. And yeah, at the favor of love, it's kind of
Kind of went just downhill for you.
yeah, and it's not no downplay to any reality show. It's just like I just I'm a male. Like,
There are males that watch reality shows.
well, I'm a male that rather chase pussy than
Jesus.
watch TV.
Okay.
Sorry.
All
And,
right.
and I'm just being totally
Yeah.
100.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can't because it's other shows that I'm gonna say I ain't seen either. Because like probably when they came out, I was young and chasing pussy.
Well, part of that activity is watching reality shows with the young lady you want to bed,
Not
right?
if it was outside already.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Hey.
if it was outside. Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with everybody in this room right now that's talking to the edge we talk. If you, I was outside, so if you was outside, I was hanging with you. I wasn't hanging with nobody that was like, I'm about to go home and watch Real Housewives or anything of that nature.
Oh, shit. Look,
I wasn't hanging out with them. I was hanging out with the ones that was like, "What a tequila at?" Because that was an easy bag for me.
yeah. All right, that's fair.
I'm
That's fair.
I'm not being I'm like I'm not being facetious at all. I'm being quite honest.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, so let me back it up another step. Do you know who Mary Mary is?
Yes.
Okay. All
It's the
right.
God in me, right?
Yes, it's the God in me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mary Mary consists of sisters, Tina and Erica Campbell. Now, the Campbell is their married names. Erica is married to Warren Campbell. He's a very famous producer, worked with a bunch of famous people. Um, and Erica, no, not Erica, and Tina is married to Teddy Campbell. Now, Teddy and Warren are not brothers. It's just a coincidence. But Teddy is a musician as well, and he used to be a musician on the Jimmy Fallon show, I want to say. Tonight
So
Show?
neither one of their names are Mary Mary.
No, no,
So
neither
it's
one
not a
of their names
Mary
is
and a
Mary
Mary.
Mary. Yeah, neither
It's a
one of them
Tina.
is
It's a Tina and
Erica.
a
Tina
Tina and
Erica.
a Erica. But
Yeah,
they both, because I just want to put it in context, but they both
yeah.
last name are Campbell.
Both of
No
their last names
relation.
Campbell. Yeah,
No relation.
yeah. Both of
Except
their married names is Campbell, and yeah, no relation.
yeah, that's kind of weird. That's
And they're from LA, so it's one hell of a coincidence given how many people are in LA, you know. But yeah, just to put that out there. So, they did have a reality show for several seasons, and it was cute for like the first season and a half. Then it turned dark. And it turned dark because it was exposed that Tina's husband had been cheating on her. And not only was he cheating on her, he was cheating on her with a family member. So it
that sounds
went,
like everyday business.
yeah, it went dark. Like she found out in real time on the show, and it was a bunch of emotions that she went through. She eventually forgave him, and it was during the time when they were going to go their separate ways as a group. So not only was she going through this stuff in her marriage, but they were going through stuff in the group.
So
So
she was splitting from her husband and the group.
yeah, well, it was more of Erica that wanted to go solo, and Tina didn't really want to go solo. So it was because they're sisters, it was like, you know, really tough. It was really tough to say the least. And so she went through a lot of emotions, but then she eventually got on the whole going solo train around the time that she got on the I'm gonna forget my husband train. And then she came up with this one woman show, and she went on tour with this one woman show to all these churches and stuff. And it was basically her testimony about like being in marriage, dealing with infidelity, and forgiving your mate. And then he was part of the show too. So yeah, say all that to say, it came out a couple of days ago that they've been married for like over 20 years, and he filed for divorce. I was like, you go through all of this with a motherfucker that's going to leave you anyway. And like their reality show was on like 15 years ago. So this shit happened 15 years ago. Like she could have left your ass 1,000 times. Like, like what the fuck? I would be livid. I would be so fucking mad. Like you gonna have to see me, because what you not gonna do after I done forgave you publicly, what you not gonna do is leave me. Nigga, I'm leaving you. I'm leaving you. What the ooh.
I
Ooh.
will say this. So I'm not condoning cheating at all when I say this, but I really want everybody to understand this. Um, if y'all are together but not married, and you catch your man cheating, if you decide to stay with him, I'm not gonna be mad at you because maybe in those moments, y'all, eh, you get to learn each other, and then once you get married, you understand what he likes. Because I'm a man, so I can only speak on a man's perspective. You understand what he likes, and then that's cool. But I will say, once you get married, and he made that commitment with you and God, and told God, I don't give a fuck. You gotta go. You got to. I'm sorry.
Yo,
I'm
yo,
sorry. Maybe it's just me.
yo,
Like,
man, like,
you gotta go.
huh?
You gotta go.
And
Cause like he don't even give a fuck about the rapture at this point.
man, like, what in the entire world of fucks is going on with the world today? That's the first thing I thought of. Like, damn, she could have left his ass 15 years ago when this shit went down, and you wait and leave me. You fell for the boy. Look,
And you know why he filed for divorce? It's because I'm gonna keep it totally 100. I
yeah,
don't know nothing about this, but I
yeah,
can 100% say that she tried to keep him under lock and key. And what any man, I don't care how cool you think this man is, what you ain't gonna do to a man is ask about his whereabouts every 20 seconds. What you doing? What's going on? That's going to have a burden. Now, the burden about that is he's only going to stay if it's plentiful, and it was plentiful because if it's Mary, it's money in there, and then after a while, you're gonna get enough money to say, I don't need this no more. Women do it
yeah,
all day, every day, in every relationship. So you gotta understand that men do it too.
yeah, yeah,
But at the same time, I will double back and say this. If you stay with a man after cheating, if y'all are not married, I don't have a problem with that. I feel like y'all can still build. But if that man cheated on you when you signed a vow, and I ain't saying like physically signed a vow like you do for the courts. I'm saying when you spiritually signed a vow between you and God, and you said, but it's too much pussy out here, Jehovah. Like, you gotta go. Like,
you
you gotta
know,
get
like,
you
yeah,
gotta get out of there. I'ma just be 100 with myself. Like, I'm saying as a man, if I got married tomorrow and
mm-hmm.
I said, man, I still want to get some pussy though. Like that ain't normal pussy. I'ma go ahead and dissolve the marriage. Because
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna put her through no extra. And I'm not saying I'm a good nigga. I'm just saying I always want to be right with God though.
mm-hmm.
I already
Yeah,
do
for
too
real.
much extra shit. What I
Yeah,
don't want to do is break a commandment.
yeah, right, right, right. You know, and it's just it's just crazy. It's just crazy that that's what that's what's going on, you know. But excuse me. Yeah, like we kind of been as a collective been taken aback by this news. So yeah.
Then with your people, he cheated first with your people. First
Right.
and foremost, let's just keep it. This is a total left, but let's just keep it a total being. You should have left this nigga and left your family
Okay.
when that was a thing.
Okay. Yeah, like, huh? And then it initially came out that it was with a family member, but come to find out, it was like multiple times that he has done this with several women. So it's just like, damn.
So the cousin just found out about it.
No. The wife, Tina, she had just found out about it when she found out about the family member.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm saying. So it was a family member first, and then it was other women.
No. It was a family member that she found out. He was messing with the family member when she found out that he was being unfaithful. But then they went to counseling, and it came out that it was more infidelities.
That's what I'm saying. So my thing is like, so the family member found out this nigga slang that dick and jumped on it.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know how the family member found out anything about.
You know how that shit works. You already know how that shit works. The people that ain't shit and that don't be shit together. So
probably.
Like you found out, like, oh shit, nigga, you hang out in this swinger club, and you seen me in the swinger club. You better give me some dick, or I'm telling.
And that's where the big bucks start rolling.
And that's where the big bucks start. Listen. Listen, y'all can talk the shit about us, but I'm telling you, in this little town of ours that we live in, I'm gonna tell you exactly how that shit went. If it goes the way I think it went, I think this nigga been slanging dick for a long time. You got a loose ass cousin caught you in a place, and instead of you trying to save grace and be like, nah, I'm here to save my homeboy and why, you turned around and was like, well shit, what's up with you? Why are you in here?
Right.
Don't worry about me, not. And the next thing you know,
Yep. She had a cousin Faith. Yeah, she had a motherfucking cousin Faith. But Tohi is watching. She says, hey, Ish Talkers. Hey, Lindsay and Lee. Hey,
what up?
Girl. She says, Lindsay, am I going to see you in a couple of weeks? No. I have to tell you about that. But no, I won't be there. Huh?
I said, where y'all supposed to be going?
Oh, we're supposed to be going to Punta Cana. Yeah. So I guess Tohi's still going, but yeah, I'll tell you about it later. But no, I'm not going anymore. But yeah.
So the way Lindsay's bank account is set up, she has a savings account and a checking account. Now the money goes to the savings account first, and she got to get it to the checking account. So it might take a couple of days for it to get to you.
Right. But it'll get to you. Give me a moment. Girl, give me a moment. But yeah. So, welcome to the Ish We Talk. That's how we started off, about infidelity and shit,
We did donuts around that bitch.
Yeah, we did.
Just like he did around that pussy.
Left it looking like a cream filling.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That nigga left that shit good and wet.
Never look at glaze the same again. But let's move on. So
don't nothing sound better than I ain't supposed to be doing this.
Right. Just all types of wrong.
Man, that shit sounds sexy as fuck though.
Right. But yeah. So it's been a couple of weeks since we've been on here. So I'm talking about a couple of things that we missed. One of them being Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy versus Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. They're what is it, the Southeast Division? Totally could be getting.
Let me get the line.
Right, I could totally be getting that wrong. Well,
I
a
sounded
region
so.
of the AKAs.
Yeah, let me say that because I sounded so gay when I said that. Like, don't make me get the line. No, like,
Right. Child, don't let me get the line. But yeah, a region of the AKAs had their conference in Orlando, and the entertainment committee decided to throw a concert after a step show. The concert consisted of Trick Daddy Dollars, Uncle Luke, and JT Money.
that's
All
an ugly
three,
lineup.
yeah, all three, Miami royalty, Miami hip hop royalty. Um, so Trick Daddy was on the stage, and Trick Daddy was being Trick Daddy. I figure we're all familiar somewhat with Trick Daddy and his catalog, so it kind of goes without saying that Trick Daddy was being Trick Daddy. And his mic got cut, his set was abruptly stopped, and an apology was given to the crowd. Initially it was an apology on stage, but then I guess the chairperson over the event put out a formal explanation and apology. And in the explanation, she stated that when he was booked, he was told, and there were several bouts of communication prior to that, they what they expected out of his show. They gave him a playlist. They told him no cussing, no vulgarity, and that's the hill that they're lying on. Well, that's the hill that she's lying on, I should say.
I don't know Nanho that's
Doesn't
going
represent like me.
that I just don't know Nanho that this is not gonna agree with what's going on this Thug holiday.
You know, you know. Um, yeah. I don't know Nanho that won't jump on this dick. Like, because he's a thug. So,
Could it be his gold teeth or his fancy chain? Like, you don't understand what? Like, I get it, but what you hired?
hold on. Before we get there, Trick Daddy responded. So, in Trick Daddy's response, he went live on Instagram. And when I tell you he cussed that lady out, he cussed that lady out. He was like, you know what you're going to get when you get a Trick Daddy show, for one. For two, he was like, you can't give me no playlist. This ain't your wedding. You can't give me no playlist.
Exactly.
For three, he did the show at a discount because of his relationship with somebody who's an AKA. And he wasn't coming out to disrespect the AKA as an organization. He disrespected that person that put out that statement. He knows, and on top of that, he knows that she's trying to run for mayor somewhere. So he was like, don't use me, to try to build your brand in politics. Of course, he used other words, but he was just basically like, don't use me to try to build your brand in politics. That's defamation of character. Don't defamate my character.
Don't defamate my
That's what
character.
he was saying. He was like, he said it about 5 times. Don't
I'm gonna
defamate
use
my
that
character.
from now on. Don't
Okay.
defamate my character.
Okay. And when I heard it the first time, I was like, I'm not sure that's a word, but I know exactly what he means, and he's right.
Yeah.
He right.
He
So,
made that shit.
oh yeah, he said that with his full chest, with his full chest. So, um, you know, through this whole ordeal, I was 1000% on Trick Daddy's side because you're not going to book me and then tell me what to do with my show. But I feel that if there was any communication, it wasn't with Trick Daddy directly.
Nah.
But I don't feel like there was any communication to the camp period. Now, I don't feel like Trick Daddy is down bad to the point where he's just taking any gig that he can get. So it ain't that type of thing. Like, if they were to have communicated with him, I feel like he would have declined to do the set altogether because you're not gonna water down my set. Like, there's hits that Trick Daddy has that if he does anybody's set, people are gonna want to hear those songs and they're gonna be like, what the hell? Why didn't he sing this? Why didn't he sing that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, so for you to say he needs to water down his set, basically, it's like, yeah, no. No,
Why would you even bring me here?
Why would you bring him here? Why would you bring him there? He literally has a song to say jump on the dick. I'm not booking nobody for a AKA conference when it's going to be 70, 80-year-olds there that has a song named Jump on the Dick.
I will because they should know.
But if what this they should definitely know. But my thing is that, like, when you think of an AKA, they have this type of reputation or stereotype, whatever the case may be, right? And then on top of that, they said that these conferences usually are older people at the conference. So with all of that being said, if you're supposed to have this reputation to uphold and you're presenting to an older crowd, even though Trick Daddy ain't like Gen Z or nothing like that, he is what, Gen X? Even though he's Gen X, I would still think that would be a bit too much for these older people. So I wouldn't even go there.
The Trick was born in what, the 70s?
I think so. So that would make him Gen X.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I wouldn't even go there. But then when you come to think about it as well, not only did you have Trick Daddy there, but you had Luke and you had JT Money. I'm like, out of all three of those, the most cleanest you gonna get is JT Money.
That
So like, and I get, like, Luke is older and he's kind of changed his brand around because he wants to get into politics. But in the same breath, Luke, like, we're talking about Luke here, like the rapper Luke.
we're talking about Luke with lyrics, because these are songs that I wasn't even supposed to listen to.
Right.
But these are songs. I will tell you a song that's a fun fact in my head. It's Drop That Pussy.
Job is watching. Hey Job, how's it going?
Like,
Yeah.
hey, you didn't shut down Luke, but you'll shut down Trick.
Right.
Hey, I don't know. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the type of time I'm on because I don't understand why you would even book these type of acts, like, and then expect them to do a watered down version. Like, I would not insult somebody's artistry like that. I would just not book them.
You had
Yeah.
two of the most and I'm not gonna say raunchy, but you had two of the most premier sexually included rappers on this venue, why would you exclude one when the originator had not only dropped that, but that's a lyric. He had a song called Pop That Pussy.
Like Luke's shows, like I only saw like one clip of this show. It was just him on stage. But Luke's shows in the past have been so raunchy. People will be actually having sex on stage. Like
what
there's interviews where Luke is just having an interview like it's just a normal day at the office when literally right next to him a girl is getting ate out. Like he would push the limits so far. So far. So it's like, again, I know that he doesn't do all that type of stuff now. I know that he's trying to get into politics now.
But shout out to Luke for because of what a lot of people don't understand is Luke made a pathway for everybody to say what's going on in their social climate. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like Luke went to civil court for the things that he was saying in music.
Yeah.
And he made it accessible for us to not only listen to certain things now, but for it to be readily accessible. Because at first, they were trying to beeline and type hold that shit. We grew up in the CD era where they would try to censor your music if you got it from Walmart. Luke made it accessible for us to not do that again. So for you to not censor that man, but to censor a Trick Daddy, that's beyond me.
I don't even know why you would pick these artists if you wanted something watered down. Because I'm like, what is he gonna sing? I'm a Thug, Take It to the House, and Thug Holiday in a loop. Like, that's not a Trick Daddy show. And Trick Daddy wouldn't even do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and he was just like, I don't even have no edited versions of my music. Like,
I'm like, and Luke doesn't either, so I don't understand. Like, you just wanted Luke this play here lizard for 20 minutes
and raise the roof.
And raise the roof.
Raise the roof. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
And even that, even I don't know. That's weird.
It's extremely weird.
So my thing is, because I want to say this without being disrespectful, because I know they didn't censor Luke. They like, period. Because you can't.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't censor a nigga that looked like Esther from the Good Times. Like, you're censoring damn. Like, you censoring that?
Oh, geez.
Like, I just don't understand. Like, that's what you're gonna get from Trick Daddy. You're gonna get damn. Like, yeah, you gonna get that. You gonna get all of that. And you decided to censor that. You said that's too much.
That's too much. That's too much. I mean, he was saying some stuff. He was saying some stuff on that stage. I ain't even gonna hold you. He was like, You know what? Just go watch the video because I'm not saying what he was saying. So Toby says, "How you gonna invite Trick Daddy and Uncle Luke, then act surprised about what they giving? What were you thinking?" Exactly, exactly, exactly. It's like if there are so many acts that you can highlight at your conference, you don't have to pick these acts if that's not the type of show that you want. That was just silly. And then for her to come out and like try to put Trick on blast, it's like, no, no, yeah, you gonna have to carry this L, honey. You're gonna have to carry this L.
So,
So
so the thing that I don't understand, and what is this? This is 35 minutes and 48 seconds in. Time caps this because I want to say this.
okay.
When the fuck did we ever forget that y'all bitches was fucking in college? From what's going on now to when you went to college to when your mama, if she went to college, to your grandma when she went to college, they went to college to not only educate themselves but explore. And you know what they did? A lot of exploring. Dick. Like, let's not do that. Listen. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat. I ain't even gonna lie about nothing. I never went to college.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I did? Fucked a lot of college bitches. Rockhurst, it's UMKC, Columbia, we used to drive out there all the time. St. Louis, we should always be out there. So HBCU out there, we should always go to. You know what I did? Fucked a lot of college bitches. Like, let's not act like they didn't. Like, why are we not acting like this ain't something y'all accustomed to?
You know, these are probably some of the same type of women who did not want that documentary to come out about Freaknik. You know what I'm saying? Like they was literally trying to block it. But it's just like, you know what? It is what it is. Like that was like so many years ago. You had fun, you had good memories.
And live on that. Man, I'm telling you, I know for a fact. It's for a fact. And I don't want to downplay myself, but I know for a fact it's probably at least 10 college bitches like, ooh, please don't let nobody know that I fucked that nigga. You did. You did. You did. You fucked a couple of times. You double back. A couple of you bitches came to my town. Like, why are we even like? Let's not act like that because you think you in a holier than thou place.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all still was fucking and exploring. Like, so when y'all get a JT Money, a Trick Daddy Dollars, and an Uncle Luke, y'all just reliving y'all college days. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Them old, every last one of them old women that like, none of them was complaining. It was one.
Yeah, in the video I saw, the only people that was really walking out was the older people. You know. So
And I can guarantee you not all of them was.
Yeah.
Shit, I just seen a documentary about how HBCUs was created. And there was one lady on there talking about how she ran through the whole football team. And this bitch was well in her fucking 60s and 70s.
You know, there's nothing new under the sun. They've been fucking for a long time.
Exactly. So what are we talking about? Fucking been fucking since fucking. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for that.
This is true.
Like, get out of here.
Yeah. Like it's silliness.
Was if my mama and daddy wouldn't fucking.
Right.
So what are we talking about? Like, yeah, it's they made it an art form, and now you don't want to hear art form. You didn't have to show up when you seen the venue, what the venue was mixed with.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to show up,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
don't act like you're better than it.
Right. Right.
The first known job, in history. I'm just in dated history, not in history period, but in dated history. The first known job is prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit that y'all talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much all bullshit. And I stand with Trick. Just is what it is. Trick Daddy Dollars himself. Excuse me. But
Hey,
yeah. Yeah. Like,
AKA, come on, man. You know
yeah.
what AKA means to me?
What?
You really want to know?
I do. But I'm
Ass,
scared.
knees, and ankles.
Lord. Yeah, and it was justified me being scared. Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
All right.
ass, knees, and ankles.
I cannot. I cannot.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we was doing.
Yeah. You know. All right. So moving on.
We
We
was getting
have
that ass. You was either gonna be on your knees or your ankles,
Lord.
or you was gonna be touching them ankles. Excuse me. We was getting it, and
Took
I
you
ain't
back.
never went to college, y'all.
Right. I'm gonna say that took you back to your non-college days right there,
And I was definitely busting some AKAs down.
huh?
I know some real ones I can call and be like, yeah.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. All right. So moving on. We have a bit of an update for the Gucci Man situation with Pooh Shiesty. Um, Gucci Man put out a song called Crash Dummy where he did everything but give timestamps. So he doesn't have to testify. They can just play the damn song. Like, that's just what it is. Um, again,
Still signed to me.
yeah, this he and his name is in the paperwork. Like they have confirmed his name is all in the paperwork. Um Now again, this stuff happened in January, but they just arrested everyone a couple weeks ago. So I wonder why it took them so long to arrest everyone. Like what was they waiting on?
Um, just to be quite honest, what they had to build the paperwork. Not saying I've been deal with any Fed and anything, but they had to. Nah, I ain't even gonna do that shit. I just know a lot of Fed paperwork. Um, they had to build a case. Also, they had to make sure that the contract, um, just like how a marriage works, where it's under duress, or like they had to make sure that that shit didn't fall through. Because a lot of people would say, "Yeah, I signed it under duress," but then they'll turn around and start, um, they'll start, what's the word I'm using? The word I'm looking for it. They'll start up heeding to the contract that they signed to. So they had to make sure that that didn't happen. That's how they can make sure that it was signed under distress.
Mm,
He still didn't upheed to that.
okay.
And then it takes a lot, and you know, I always tell people all the time, it's like, um, especially when you're dealing with the feds, they really do want to wiretap you. They want you to they once they get you wiretap and you say anything pertaining to something that somebody said, that's how they can stick you. So sometimes they gotta wait for a minute. Like you can rob a nigga, but the nigga got the feds on him, so they just waiting on a nigga to be like, yeah, remember we did Lil Chuck like that, and then they'll hit record. But they
Yeah,
long time for that shit to happen for real.
they
The
will.
feds-
They will play the long game for
yeah,
sure.
because the feds want to keep you in jail.
Yeah.
The feds don't want to play the shit that, you know what I'm saying, like regular police do. I ain't even gonna lie. They not trying to build a case off of fluff or something that somebody can throw out. It's been niggas that threw out Fed cases. That's because they were smart. Most niggas ain't that smart, and
Yeah.
they incriminate themselves, and that's what the feds wait for you to incriminate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody that you think your friend ain't your friend.
Yeah.
Because they'll come to them and say, hey man, we got this and this and this. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay, well, just allow us to tap your phone then. All right, I mean, as long as it ain't got nothing to do with me, I ain't got to, because what a lot of people don't understand is informant number one ain't never have to introduce itself.
Yeah.
It's the other niggas that got to introduce themselves. But that first one, he can sign the paperwork to say he ain't never got to be incriminated.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a little bit of Fed law 101 that y'all probably didn't know about.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also, you know, with them playing the long game and stuff, they wait for the very vulnerable time to come in. Like if you feel like you normally keep all your T's crossed and your I's dotted and something like that, they will wait for the very perfect time that they catch you slipping and your whole life is turned around.
Yeah.
You know, they will definitely play the long game with you for sure. For sure.
So I think that's what it was. I think it was one of, and then and I'm not for sure about this, but I'll just keep it 100 with what's going on and him signing that under distress
Mm-hmm.
with whatever Pushachi was doing, whatever money he was making, and not paying the actual label he was under because they signed it under distress. That's tax evasion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because yeah, you had taxes over here, but that's a code that's a co-op that
Yeah.
you still have to pay taxes for this. You know,
Yeah.
as much as people hate what Gucci was talking, Gucci said it. I'm a businessman.
Yeah. Yeah. But as far as this song is concerned, what did you feel about the song?
Ah, I knew this was gonna come up because we
Yeah,
had this
this
conversation
is the
before.
update. It's the update. So
I told y'all a long time ago. It wasn't long ago, but it was long ago. Um, Roderick Davis is a civilian.
mm,
Gucci Man is a persona, and that's a rap persona now. At one point, Gucci Man was a real street monster. That ain't that no more. Gucci Man is a rap persona. Roderick Davis is a civilian, and Roderick Davis is going to always cooperate with the police. Is that right? It's up
mm,
to your interpretation. What Gucci Man has said, not it looks totally foul. Just to be 100,
looks foul on
I'm
whose
not
side?
gonna do that. It is what Gucci Man, not Roderick Davis. What
Uh-huh.
Gucci Man has always said is he would never talk to the police. And what he did is not only talk to the police, but he basically sounded like he rapped everything that is going to be read in church. Not in
Yeah,
church, but in
in
court.
court. Yeah, he wrapped his testimony.
Like so,
He
I mean,
literally wrapped
y'all,
his testimony. Like that's
you
why I'm
can,
like, well, technically, he ain't gotta go to court. Shit, they just gotta
Everybody
play
can
the
take it
song.
for what it is.
Yeah.
You can take it for what it is. And for everybody that has a problem with Gucci Man, I will raise this counterattack. Not a counterattack. I ain't gonna say that, but I will raise this counter argument.
Okay.
That y'all been letting rats hide in the rap game for a long time.
True.
So like, let's not act like that. Y'all been letting rats hide in the rap game for a long time. Not only do y'all do that, I mean, come on, man. Ain't nobody not and I'm not condoning any type of slaughter to anybody. But y'all been letting a Latino be a known snitch and somebody who doesn't identify as an Afro Latino, but a Latino, and use the N word for a long time and try to point out snitches for years, and y'all don't do nothing to that guy. So why would y'all even think that
Who you,
y'all would say anything to a Roderick Davis,
who you talking about?
Takashi,
He's not Latino.
Takashi 6ix9ine?
He's Mexican.
I'm sorry, Lindsay. Anybody who is of Spanish descent to me is Latino.
um, yeah, no, yeah, you can't say that to no Latino though. They would be like, no,
And it's
absolutely
funny
not.
because how you gonna tell me what I can say to a Latino?
Just like how we can tell them not to say nigga.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. That's
I
true.
mean, let's be
I'm done.
fair.
I can't say nothing after that. But I
Yeah.
will say, um, he is of Spanish descent.
Yeah. Now
No,
that's fair.
no African descent in him.
Yep.
But he was allowed to say the N word and allowed to snitch on N words, and he's still living his life like it's golden. And
Well, he just got out of jail a couple weeks ago, so it ain't all been golden now.
I mean, he's still gonna do what he's doing.
Yeah. Right.
It
He's
ain't
still gonna be
nobody.
alive,
Ain't,
walking the
everybody,
streets.
everybody went on this whole rant of, you know, what they could do and what or how they could touch him. Ain't nobody touched him yet.
Yeah. Well, remember he did get beat up in that gym.
That was a publicity stunt.
You think so?
I do believe so.
Mm.
Because that's
Okay.
when he was. That's when his decline was coming down. Like
Oh,
that's
it
when
had been down for a minute when that happened.
nah, he was still making money, and when he stopped making money, that's when that happened.
Well, shoot, I hadn't heard from him in a minute when that happened. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
because he wasn't getting no shows no more.
Yeah, yeah,
So that only idea that was a publicity stunt to me. That was a publicity stunt.
yeah, yeah. He just was a
I
clown altogether.
still,
Yeah, it never stopped. It never stopped. But what makes matters even worse is that if you take all the buffoonery away, he was somewhat talented.
yeah, I'll give you that somewhat,
Yeah, he was somewhat talented, but
somewhat, but that
he
shit
just got
still
all
don't
that
still appeal.
buffoonery.
So, but if you let somebody like that still continue to make money, y'all can't say that y'all gonna stop Gucci Man for doing whatever he's doing. And then I'll even double down on this. I've said this before, but I'll say it again on this podcast. Majority of you niggas, because y'all don't even know how the feds work. Majority of you niggas, y'all plug it's the goddamn feds.
Hmm.
He ain't gonna tell on you. He gonna tell on everybody else.
Mhm.
That shit been going on for years.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've watched
Absolutely.
I've
Absolutely.
watched niggas do it. Yeah,
I
like
think
so.
what the I think what the big issue is, as far as Gucci is concerned, is we don't we don't um we don't hate on him for evolving or growing into a businessman, or becoming a civilian or anything like that. But there's a way that you have to do it, and you can't be one way to your audience and then in real life be a totally different way, because we accept Jay-Z. Like, there's nobody that's gonna say, unless you're racist, that's gonna look at Jay-Z and be like, he's still going by hood politics. You're not gonna say that.
That's true.
But that's because Jay-Z not only evolved personally, but he evolved professionally. He's not singing about the same shit he was singing on Reasonable Doubt on 444. You know what I'm saying? Gucci is still on that type of time. Now, he may throw in a song or two where he's explaining some shit, but for the most part, he's still on that type of time. And then when he does social media, he's still on that type of time. Like, after our show, I sent you a video where he's in the video talking about how he's never gonna rat on anybody.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
don't care what happened. He's not a rat. He won't do it. But when it comes to it, you do the complete opposite of what you've been telling the world. So that's the problem. It's the inconsistency. And people want real when it comes to their hip hop artists. And it's being completely exposed that you are not this hood dude that you've been portraying yourself to be. You may have been that at one point, but that's not what you are now.
So I will give you that, and I will give you the Uno reverse card that I have. And my Uno reverse card, and that is, it has been so many, not so many. I ain't even gonna say that. Not so. It has been known Atlanta artists that do the same thing.
Yeah.
Case in point,
Future.
you got Gucci Man, you got Future, and you got Lil Jon. These are three individuals.
Now, what is Little John saying in his music that he doesn't do in real life?
So Lil Jon is the creator, or well, I won't say the creator because I don't know. But he started that crunk fight music.
Yeah.
That ain't what he about. He ain't never been about that, and he'll tell you he ain't never been about that. He just knew this is what sells. Future, we all know Future got everybody on drugs, and that nigga, if you put a Tylenol on his face, he'll slap that shit out your hand.
Right. Right.
Don't give me none of that shit. And then you got
drug free, the way to be.
Exactly.
But when you get on stage, Percocet, Molly Percocet. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And then you got Roderick Davis. So this is the thing that's been going on in Atlanta. Now you got real niggas in Atlanta, like, so I ain't never gonna play that. But what I will say is, you got people out of Atlanta that have made millions lying to people. So we can't act like that's not know what I'm saying, something that's uncommon.
Yeah. It's not uncommon. And I don't think it's right either. So
it's not right.
Don't misconstrue what I'm about to say. Don't misconstrue what I'm about to say as me like trying to co-sign that it's okay to be living that way or being both or whatever. But I just feel like when it comes to gangster rap, people take that a bit differently than drug rap or crunk music or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when we talk about gangster rap, we have been under the expectation that if you're not living that life currently, you lived it at one time. And if you never lived it firsthand, you was adjacent to it.
Yeah.
So being that his whole public persona is basically gangster rap and he's not living that way in real life, a lot of people are going to take that personally. And they're going to have a reaction to that. Whereas finding out that Lil Jon doesn't get crunk in the club, we probably won't too much be mad at that.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And I will raise you this.
Okay.
What I want every person that is black to understand is you are dealing with individuals that their first income in life or their first occupation was to be criminals. Criminals are going to be criminals in any given way, shape, or form. I hate to say it like that, but I will keep it totally 100 with you. These are criminals. Criminals are not going to abide by any rules, even rules stated by criminals.
Yeah.
I
mean, I give you that. It's kind of like an oxymoron that you
Yeah,
expect a criminal to be just, you know, and to go by a code of ethics.
and they're not.
So
You know why?
I give you that.
And this is the thing. This is what in my like old mind in my 40s I realized this. The mob didn't even abide by their own rules, and we not even that organized.
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
the fuck would we expect that shit? We know some shit about to happen.
But in the mob, if somebody went rogue, they handled it.
Shit. No, they didn't.
How they
No,
did?
they didn't. Because some of these niggas went rogue, went to jail, and came out celebrities because they were snitches.
Who?
You got what was the dude? What was the dude under Gotti?
You talking about Sammy the Bull?
Sammy the Bull. You
His
had
life
what
was
was the dude
like,
that worked with Don King? It was a mob dude that worked with Don King. Some of
but
these niggas come out being celebrities.
no,
Hold on.
no.
Let me
Let's
take that
back up.
back. Hold on.
Let's
Let me
back
roll
up.
that back before you say anything. Let me roll that back because the dude that worked with Don King never was a snitch.
Yeah. Okay. But let's run that back to Sammy the Bull. Sammy the Bull was infamous. He was infamous because he became a snitch, and he still went to jail. He just wasn't gonna do life because he unalived a whole lot of people. But because of him turning, um he only got however many years he got. But his life after prison, he couldn't go back to normal. They had him leave the state. You know what I'm saying? Like he would have been sleeping with the fishes had he went back. So it's not a famous thing. And then
But
still he ended up going back to jail because they had a whole ecstasy ring out there in Arizona. But even years later, years after that, when they did Mob Wives, his daughter was on that show, and the beginning of the show was her coming back to New York because she wanted to write a book about being the daughter of this big crime boss. They still had animosity towards her family. It still was a thing. So it's like they pretty much handled it.
But you saying what I'm saying, like, because that's organized.
Yeah.
Imagine when things aren't organized.
Yeah. When things are organized, it'd be worse.
It'd be super work. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be a situation where Gucci, Gucci's gonna feel any type of repercussions because of this.
Or he might, because it might be worse. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole thing in saying, like, in regards to Sammy the Bull, is that he pretty much got handled. Now, he didn't go sleeping with the fishes because it probably would have been too obvious. And on top of that, he got up out of Dodge. But he got handled. So I don't see, like,
Yeah, that's organized.
yeah,
We're
that's what I'm
not
saying. Like, it
organized.
could be worse for Gucci because because this isn't organized. Or it could be better. I don't know. I don't know. Because it's like, it's such a big debate that we just don't know which way it would go in regards to the public reception of this. Because, like, if you look at the situation on a surface level, um not even the incident, but just the situation. Pooh Shiesty wanted to get out of his contract, and Gucci wasn't letting him get out the contract. Now, we don't know what type of contract he had. We don't know if they've had conversations about this in the past. We don't know, and we don't know the steps that you have to take, and if they were trying to take them steps at one point. We don't know how long he's been saying, I need to get out my contract. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know. All we know is that Pooh Shiesty wanted to get out of his contract and Gucci wasn't letting him. Now, there was something going on to where he was like, I need to get out. And we have heard of countless stories about people who want to get out of contracts and how the contracts are so foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we've heard those stories time after time after time again. So when we hear a situation like this, we automatically go to, that contract was foul. He's wrong for not letting them get up out of it. You know what I'm saying? But if we go into the details of it, it's like, damn, you can't take matters into your own hands, especially when you're dealing with paperwork. You got to get lawyers involved and handle it the right way.
That's true.
So, because like something like this will never work. And like I said, like when we talked about it before, and I brought up Eazy-E, like Dre was never 100% away from Ruthless because of whatever type of deal they made.
He
Because
still
at
had
the
to
end of the
pay.
day, huh?
He still had to pay Easy.
Exactly. He still had to pay Eazy-E. But him signing paperwork, like Suge having him sign paperwork under duress, that would have never flew. You know what I mean? That would have never flew. So Pooh Shiesty thinking that this was gonna go, like, yeah, Gucci is the owner of the rap label, but there's people that Gucci gotta talk to. There's people that hold him accountable. So there's no way, for real, just keeping it one, there's no way that he could be quiet about this situation. You know what I mean?
So basically, you saying the same thing that I've been saying. I said the last podcast.
Yeah, but what I was saying is I wasn't condoning the situation that occurred. It wasn't like I was saying that Pooh Shiesty was right. I said that back then. I was not taking up for him. I'm just harping on the fact that he is supposed to be a street dude, so now you're not doing street shit when you're talking to police. But if you're not on that street shit no more, then just say that.
But
He's
why
not,
would I? And I told you that last time. Why would I have to say that when you seen it? I
but
came
he's not
out.
saying
Ain't
it in his
nobody got off the
music.
phone.
He's not saying it in his music.
He's not
That's the
saying
thing.
it in his music. He's not saying it. No, like when. But you know, I'm not on this type of time. Like
We don't know shit. We don't know shit. The average
you know.
Gucci man,
Hold
the
on.
average Gucci
Before
man,
you go into that, I will say
yeah,
this: we don't know because we're not signed to him. When you're signed to him, you have to understand that it's a business.
yeah, you have to understand it's a business, but in the same
So
breath,
when it's a
this
hold on,
person,
when it's a business, you have to play it business wise. I get it. Like I get how you saying it because I understand that. Like yeah, on the outside looking in, like oh man, this nigga's flawed. But Pooh Shiesty has been in the business. Not only has he been in the business, he been locked up being a part of the business.
mm-hmm.
Like Pooh Shiesty didn't come home broke. Pooh Shiesty came home
No,
with a bag.
right, right. So Pooh Shiesty should have known that this was not gonna go in his favor, whether he signed the papers or not. Going down
Exactly.
this road, it wouldn't have went in his favor. That's what he
Exactly.
should
So
have known. But on the Gucci Man side, when you putting out this persona, because not only are you putting out this persona in your music, but you're putting out this persona in your words. You know what I'm saying? Like you are saying that this is the type of life that you're leading. So if this is the type of life that you're leading, how am I supposed to think anything else? You know what I'm saying? Like, but in all actuality, you're completely opposite of what you've been putting out to the world, what you've been showing me as your artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it's like, wow. Because again, the perfect example is Jay-Z. Like, he lives his music, but his music has evolved over the years. When you listen to the albums, they're totally different people. And we're okay with that. We're okay with that. But you just got to be real with your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're putting it out there, that especially when because then nobody asks you to get on live and yell into your phone how much of a snitch you're not and how much you're not telling. Then nobody asks you to do that. So the fact that you took it upon yourself to get out your phone, press record, and tell the world that you don't give a fuck, you ain't snitching, blah, 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 and then you turn around and snitch, sing like a canary. Like that, come on now. Like
I mean,
all bullshit to the side. Come on now.
no, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Everything that you just said, I cannot argue with.
Yeah.
I can't argue with not one day in court. It wouldn't hold up
Mm-hmm.
because what you're saying is for you to perpetrate as this character, but be a certain, but then be a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's total false. So I can, it's false. So I cannot fight what you're saying. The only thing I will say about this is we again, like I said in the other podcast, you were talking to someone who was addressing themselves as the Gucci man. This man that we are seeing now is Roderick Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Roderick Davis ain't about none of that shit Gucci Man was about.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
see that in real time.
Yeah. And and a lot of people have seen that dating back to when he got out of jail. So they've been talking about it being different. But
And it should be.
yeah, but your music is not, like, as far as your subject matter or anything like that, it's not reflecting that.
Well, the persona is the persona, you know, and that's because you mentioned Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Jay-Z is his persona always changed as well. It wasn't just his music; it was his persona that
Right.
always changed too. Um, Gucci Man persona has never changed. Like what he represented never changed, and that's the problem. Um, because if he represented that he was Gucci Man, but doing something else music wise, I think it would have had a better cushion than what it is right now. Because he did too many, like you showed me that shit. It was just too much shit where he had like doubled down on like don't snitch or bitch ass nigga I don't call the police. All this other extra shit. Like I get it, I understand. Um, what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm like, you gotta understand, Roger Davis and Gucci Man are two different niggas.
Yeah.
Like Gucci Man is strictly the person that you're gonna hear on record. Roger Davis is the nigga that got held in gunpoint, and he will not stand for that. I am not gonna stand for that. I am going to call my senator because no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no.
I mean,
Right. And
it is what it is.
I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it just is what it is.
yeah. I mean, literally, it just really is what it is at this point. I'm not that too invested in Gucci Man to care one way or another, but there are a lot of people that are, and they do have their feelings hurt to a certain degree. You know?
A lot of people do. I just
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people. I don't condone what Pooh Shiesty did, nor do I condone what Gucci Man did.
Yeah.
I'll just say at the end of the day, in this situation, the lyrics are very incriminating, and you might as well just say that to a judge.
I mean, you kind of did.
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, that's it's because that's what we're arguing about.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we go into a deep dive about it, then we get off. We start to get off topic of it.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back to reality. The thing about it is, yeah, I don't. I think what Pooh Shiesty did was a really, really dumb decision. I'm
Oh,
not
one
saying Pooh
thousand percent.
Shiesty is dumb. I'm just saying the decision was dumb. Um,
1,000%. That was the dumbest thing he could have ever done.
at the same time, what Roderick Davis did was everything you're supposed to do as a civilian. But Roderick Davis also has a persona that don't talk to the police.
Yeah.
So it's that it's duality that we have to see into Roderick Davis and Gucci Man in order for us to really like not argue with each other or anybody of that nature about this situation. Because yeah, Gucci Man don't fuck with rats. But
Yeah.
Roderick Davis is a whole nother beast.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, Roderick Davis has not been Gucci Man for years. He just plays it on camera.
Mm-hmm.
He's not been Gucci Man for a long time.
Yeah.
So whatever he did is strictly a Roger Davis move, not a Gucci Man move. And I'm saying that for anybody that's listening to us right now, because if you like music from Gucci Man from 2000 and what 3 to I don't know beyond, because Gucci Man been dropping hits. If you want to listen to Gucci Man, that's fine. Listen to Gucci Man. Gucci Man is not the one that was doing the telling. Like, just to be quite honest, it
Oh,
was Roderick Davis.
you know, you
If
know,
we separate the artist from R. Kelly, we can separate the artist from fucking Roderick Davis and Gucci Man.
fair. Now that is fair. So, that is the update that we have at the moment for the Gucci Man and Pooh Shiesty situation. Um, yeah. So next up, Offset.
Offset,
Woo, 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 woo. So, Offset and another rapper, um, had some words about Offset's debt to him. Um, that they are saying stems from a gambling addiction that Offset has. So the guy loaned Offset $10,000 and he was trying to get it back. Offset pretty much, in so many words, told him get it back in blood. Then they ended up being in the same city. They ended up linking up, exchanging words. Next thing you know, Offset got shot in the leg.
I thought he got shot in the ass.
I heard the ass, but then I heard from news that he got shot in the leg. So he took one shot to the body, whether it was the ass or the leg, I don't know. But he took one shot to the body.
I think yeah, whatever it was a nigga saying stop playing with me.
Yeah. So he when he was in the hospital for a few days, then he got released, and he ended up going to do a show, and he did the show with a wheelchair. So, but hey, you know, from what they're saying is that Offset is in a whole lot of debt. He owes one casino in particular like almost 800,000. Um, and they've been trying to get that out of him, and he's been ducking and dodging. But now the lawyers say that they are working on a resolution.
I
Um,
think they're gonna do a residency.
I don't know if he can make it that lucrative though, but you know, um, what else? Um, I mean, his net worth. I mean, not net worth, but his cash on hand is very limited right now. Because they are alleging that he has a gambling addiction. Uh, which, you know, is one thing to old people and whatnot, but it's another thing to have a vice. And if you have a vice, you definitely need to get some help to get that rectified. And sometimes people have to hit rock bottom before they're ready to get the help that they need.
That's true.
Hopefully this is Offset's rock bottom, because I don't want to see anything else happen to him before he gets his shit together. Um so yeah. What are your thoughts about this situation?
So my thoughts about the situation, I have two thoughts. One of them is uh for the rapper that did this, I'm not gonna tell you that you have to have better friends around you. Um, but I will say you have to have better decisions with the friends that you have around you. Because of what I was told, what happened. Um, but with Offset, I will say, this is a situation where, man, you got to get something under control. And I don't know if it's the gambling, alleged gambling addiction, or the way that you feel like money is easily accessible. Um, because you got to understand the climate that we live in and the world that we live in. Um, Sometimes people ain't going, they not going to be very friendly with you when you owe down. Like, I knew that as a young man. So I don't understand how you don't get this as a older gentleman. Like, some people don't play about their money,
Man.
and they'll crash out for their money. I'm one of them. Just to be quite honest, I'm one of them. Please don't owe me some money, and I see you buying some Jordans. I'm gonna immediately be like, nigga, what the fuck we doing?
Yeah.
So I just want people like Offset to understand that, like, this ain't a game for certain people. Like, if I trust you with money, um, some individuals I know, I said, and just to be quite honest, I'll be like, okay, this is how much it costs for me not to fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know, I have a threshold for this.
Mm-hmm.
After a certain while, it becomes a problem. Like, just to be quite honest, I'll tell everybody that's watching this live right now, my threshold is this. If you beat me out $1,000, like, whatever play going on, I lose $1,000. I ain't gonna be mad at you. I just know that's what it costs for me not to fuck with you no more. If it's over that, then you better pay me my goddamn money, or it is a real problem for you, your mama, your sister, your brother, all that type of shit. And like, just to be quite honest, uh, the people in this town, they know, like, yeah, he's really serious when it comes to that shit. Like, I'm not about to be playing with you on that type of time.
Yeah.
Like, not, and I don't care what it is, bro. I'll snatch you out your a raggedy ass car. Like, and this motherfucker mine now. And if you want it back, shit, you can pay me for it. Like, that's the type of time I'm on. Like, but I know my threshold. These new age rappers, I know what I'm saying, or just rappers in general, or just niggas in general. Stop thinking that you're gonna try to run off on a plug. When I grew up, it was never cool to run off on the nigga money.
Yeah. Oh, Kim is watching. Hey, Kim. She says, hey.
What up? What up, Kim? I just never understood that. Like,
Yeah.
these niggas think it's so cool to run off on a nigga money like a nigga ain't gonna do
Yeah.
nothing to him just because of the business y'all in. Bro, you can't run off on me. Like,
That's
nah,
crazy. Yeah.
don't
That's
run off
crazy
on
how
me.
people are like that. Like, cause I don't understand how you can just go on about your business and sleep good at night knowing that you owe people money. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about me is that I don't like to ask for my money back. So don't make me do it.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. Plies fucked niggas up because he put a song out there called "Run Off on a Plug Twice."
Yep.
And everybody thought that shit was cool. What you don't understand, in my city alone, that shit was getting niggas murdered.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, as I live and breathe, you never gonna run off on me. First of all, my town is not small, but my town is connected enough that I'm gonna see you. So stop playing with me like that. Or the next time you play with me like that, or the next time you even see me, somebody gonna be trying to see if you need ice or like change your shitter bag at a hospital. I'm not playing. Like I just don't understand that type of time that niggas is on.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't get it
So
either.
like in this situation, like Offset, like shot in your ass or your leg, that was the best thing that could happen to you. Because that should be a wake-up call. If it's not, then I'm telling you right now, bro, you continue this type of route, oh man, it's not, we don't have enough music from you. And I want to keep it totally honest with you. We don't have enough music from you in general to make sure that your kids have royalties for the next 30 years.
True.
So stop playing with people like that.
Yeah. No, that's some real talk. That's some real talk. Not even trying to be funny. Like,
yeah, nah. I was about to
yeah.
say, I'm just keeping it totally a beat. We don't got enough music for your kids to be taken care of if something happens to you on a real way, my nigga.
Yeah.
So don't do that no more. You
Yeah.
got caught. You got tagged. This should change your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
If you continue to go down this line, I guarantee you ain't gonna like the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Because it ain't gonna be what you think it is. And I can guarantee you, in the next 10 years, I'll remember you, but other niggas won't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And then the ironic part about all this is that, excuse me, you know, the situation with Takeoff passed away was that they were gambling. But Takeoff
Exactly.
wasn't gambling. He was standing around. It was Quavo that was gambling. They were shooting dice. You know what I'm saying? And then things went left. So to know that your family, your business partner, one of your best friends went home behind something that involved gambling and now you're addicted to it and you could have went home as well, like that should be more than enough of a wake-up call, you know. And I just like
Not
just
even more
being,
than enough. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no, I'm just
What were
saying,
you about to say?
just being a Migos fan and being an Offset fan, like you acknowledge the talent in him and you just want him to win at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because he still got it, you know. He still got it, but it's just like, damn, he going out bad. You know what I'm saying? And
Man,
you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that from him. You just want him to win at the end of the day. You want the best for him. You want the best for him and his kids.
man. Because I'm not even mad at you for that. Like, you know, just to be quite honest, just to tell the world, like, nah, it was a situation where I lost my cousin. And I lost my cousin because of an addiction. And I was so mad at that addiction owed me money. So I deep dived into that because that shit owed me something.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I was gonna, know what I'm saying? I went through a situation where I was gonna go into debt over it or me owing people. No, that motherfucker owed me money. So I know what it is to deep dive into that, but my thing was, nah, that motherfucker owed me. Like, just to be quite honest, shit,
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm saying. I lost a cousin because of juice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
well, for us, it's juice. Um, you know, people call it water, PCP, whatever. But not like, nah, that shit owed me money, and I made sure that motherfucker paid down.
Yeah.
Hey, I did the total opposite of what you doing, Offset. I want you to look at it and that kind of don't be in a situation where you gonna make yourself be in a situation that Takeoff went through, and Takeoff wasn't even, he was just an innocent bystander that happened to get clapped
Yeah.
in that situation. So don't do that. Like, and I'm only saying that because I'm being totally 100 and real. Like, don't do that. You might as well make it work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I made it work for me, and just to be quite honest, shit, I made it work for me for to the point where shit, it was probably like 5 years ago when I stopped spending money off that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
but I know what I'm saying, but because it had to owe down because of my loss.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make you owe down because of that because of a loss.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta change that perspective, my G. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
change that perspective for real, for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Like seriously.
And I'm not
But,
condoning that shit because I was wrong.
mm-hmm.
Not only was I wrong, I diluted who the fuck I was because of that shit. So I get what you're going through,
Yeah.
but I want you to make it for you
Mm-hmm.
and not in a situation where now you're in a situation where a nigga can put you in a shit bag or a fucking Ziploc bag.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing. But yeah, good luck to Offset. Just hope everything works out for him. So, I believe that's all of the dark news we have this evening.
Man, that was dark.
Oh yeah. So, we have a top five. Haven't done a top five in a minute. So, it has been announced that Chris Brown and Usher Raymond are going on a stadium tour together, co-headlining. They're calling it the R&B tour, which is so cool that their names is R&B. So Raymond and
That
Brown.
is nice. That
Yeah,
is nice.
yeah. So they announced it a few days ago on social media. They did a whole um like trailer type video, and it was really cool. It was really cool. The dates got announced. Unfortunately, Kansas City's not one of those dates. But St. Louis is. So, and the tour is gonna last a long time. The tour is gonna last a long time. So, um, you're definitely gonna be able to catch them in a city for sure. Um, the tickets gonna sell next week. I'm anticipating them to sell like hotcakes. So yeah. But
And I'm trying my best not to keep Jasmine out the loop because nigga,
yeah,
that's one of her favorite fucking artists.
You know, that's a lot of people, if not one, the other. That's a lot of people's favorite
Yeah,
artist.
like she loves Chris Brown, but she loves us. I'm talking about when I say she, and this is us pulling over. Like if we're driving the car for this podcast, this is
Mhm.
us pulling over.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even taking a left.
Right, right.
It's us pulling over because I really have to say this because this is how much of a fucking fan that Jasmine is. I posted, um, you know, Usher got Usher got herpes. How many of y'all still bang Usher? You know who hit me on my like immediately on the post?
I remember this. Yeah.
Jasmine, and and Will. Like I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, are are you serious? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like
Oh man.
immediately jumped on that shit.
Right, right.
She
Like
don't give a fuck about what the outcome is.
right. Like I just took my finger off the post button. Like damn.
Exactly. Like I'm like, nigga, I'm literally the night before.
Right, right.
She like, and Will.
Right. Sure. Every day, 2 times on Sunday. Like
Are you fucking kidding me?
hey,
Like,
hey.
this is the
You know,
power
some
that these
people just
niggas got.
some people a little hurt don't mean nothing. Just don't have a flare up. Shit. Wear condoms, hell.
And
And like
then I to this day I'll be like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? She like, I don't give a fuck.
yeah, yeah, that is funny. That is funny. Yeah, I have a friend. Ever since we were youngins, she has been obsessed with Usher. Obsessed with Usher. So yeah.
This is the craziest thing because if I cough wrong, she'd be like, don't touch me. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Right, right. But that big H, she just walk around that
You ain't but
motherfucker.
hold that motherfucker up high. She'll just be like,
Okay.
fuck it.
Right.
Fuck it, I got it.
Right.
Hey, are you mad, woman? Are you mad? You're mad right now.
You want to hear my origin story?
Man, like this motherfucker is crazy.
Right. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna see it. I just know I'm gonna see them. I have seen both of them multiple times. They put on amazing shows. So just imagine them together. Like it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so awesome. Now, with that being said, our top five is the top 5 songs that you feel should be sung by both of them. It doesn't necessarily have to be a single, it doesn't necessarily have to be your favorite, but the top 5 songs you think that they should perform.
Okay. All right.
You want to go first or you want me to?
You go first.
Okay. So this one, I was like, I'm going to do off the dome. So,
Not off the dome. I like that.
yeah. Yeah. So these are not in no particular order, but this is coincidentally my favorite Usher song, and it's I Will. You know that song? It was on My
Yeah.
Way.
Yep. I know exactly what song you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, that's my favorite Usher song. So definitely that song. Mars versus Venus.
Ah, you took one of mine.
Yeah, yeah. Love that song. I still have the video from when he performed it here when he was on the OMG tour.
Mm.
Yeah, because I was obsessed with that song. Lost in Your Love. Do you know that song? That's a Chris Brown song.
Mm.
It was on X. It's a good two-stepping song. Like good two-stepping song. Um, you know, lost in your love, most funny words you say. Like you got to hear it. You got to
I
hear it.
gotta listen to it.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Kiss Kiss. Got to
Another
hear
one of
Kiss
my
Kiss.
songs you took.
Yeah, yeah. And just because the very first time I ever saw him perform this, I was amazed. And that's wall to wall.
Wall to wall, top tier.
Yes.
Wall to wall is top tier.
Wall to wall. I don't think we appreciated wall to wall when it was out as much as we should have. Because wall to wall is like such a great song, such a great video. And then when he performed it at the VMAs was such a great performance. Like it's just everything's great about it. So that's my 5.
You got a nice top 5.
Yeah, yeah. Thank
You
you.
got
Thank you.
2 of mine.
Yeah.
So I will say what I want to hear is, "Are You My Little Freak?"
Okay.
I want to hear, "All that bullshit's for the birds. You ain't nothing but a vulture." I,
I
I want to hear that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I also want to hear, and it's just me. This is nostalgia for me, and I can just, I'm probably just telling my age, but nice and slow.
Mm.
Want to
Remember
hear that?
what you want to do with me? That's a good karaoke
Tell
song.
me what you want to do with me.
Yeah.
I want to hear
Real
"Let
good
It
karaoke.
Burn,"
Let it burn. Mm-hmm.
and I also want to hear, and this is where, because I was like, because I knew we was going. I knew you was going with. I thought. Let me say this out loud. I
Mm-hmm.
thought you were saying like the combined with each other. So I'm like, I want to hear "Same Girl," Usher and Chris Brown singing it with each other. "Same Girl."
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at
That's
that.
my 5. That's
Yeah.
my 5.
I'm not mad at that. I can see the vision. And then if they do the remix in Florida and bring T-Pain out, that would be dope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely not mad at that because what we're not gonna get is Usher and R. Kelly ever singing it.
We're not gonna get that. We're not gonna
We're
get
not
that
gonna
at
get
all.
that ever in life.
But we're not gonna act like
Mhm.
"Same Girl" is not a fucking banger.
Yeah. Yeah. That should go without saying. Yeah.
Listen,
And it was a cool video too.
that when that nigga R. Kelly said, "Man, she loved me like a pastor love his church." I I don't know why, but that shit stayed in my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
That's tough. That is tough. So yeah, I anticipate this being a great show.
I don't know,
For
it's gonna be
sure.
top tier. This that
Yeah.
that the R&B tour is gonna be phenomenal, and I really do like, because I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't do concerts. I don't like the concerts I've been in always ended up a bad situation for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because of ordeals I had to go through. I wasn't always just regular podcast guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like concerts, I was like, ooh, that's too much of a target for me. But this is one of those where I was like, nah, I will. I would literally pay um to see these two anywhere.
Yeah. I honestly think they're gonna be adding shows. And I think if they add shows, they're gonna add Kansas City. You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
thinking
But in
about
the
I
same
said
breath,
I was thinking about going to San Francisco. I'm not, excuse me. Let me take that lie back. St. Louis, not San Francisco.
I was gonna say San Francisco. Okay. No, you know what what's so wild is that they're going to St. Louis in July, but on my birthday, which is in October, they're they got a show on my birthday. Now, mind you, I saw Chris Brown during the Breezy Bowl on my actual birthday. That was his last show of the Breezy Bowl. So I'm like, if I do my birthday where they'll be, because I want to say they'll be in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. They're going to be somewhere on the East Coast, the Northeast, for my birthday. I'm like, I've never been to wherever they're going to be at. But I would have spent my birthday with Chris Brown for 2 years in a row if I do that one. So
If you do that one, I'm gonna just tell you right now. Um, uh, if it's where is it at? Because if it's in Pennsylvania, I'm
mhm.
telling you that airport right there, you are going to hate every bit about that airport.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up to see what it is
I'm just
exactly.
gonna keep it 100. I've been there.
Yeah,
I've been there several times. Um, the Pennsylvania airport um is one of the most ghettoest shits you won't ever see in your fucking life.
damn.
Because like they'll scan your passport or they'll scan your fucking driver's license. But
Yeah,
what they do is they have people go through metal detector. This is why I understand how guns get put into New York. Because and anybody that went through this airport, they'll know what I'm talking about. They'll have so many people in line that they'll have people go through a metal detector, and then they just got like two guys over here, and they just be like, "Hey man, come over here," and they'll, all right, you good? They'll check your bag and send your ass on your way
wow.
because there's so many people
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
trying to come through. They like, yeah, we
Uh-huh.
got to clear this line up. When I walked through, look, they didn't check that, man. They barely patted me down. I said, man, if I had a strap, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. Because they didn't touch any of the parts that I knew I would keep a strap in.
Right, right. Yeah, see,
I said, damn, no wonder. Because, it's illegal to have a firearm in New York. But now I know
Yeah.
why niggas be having firearms in New York.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because niggas will go through Pennsylvania and it's fine. They fuck it. Hey, man, we got to get these niggas through.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the crazy part because you're supposed to trust them with your life and they just like, yeah, letting anything come through.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Days. Uh, now I got same girl in my head. Same girl. Same girl. Did they take some of the dates off?
Don't give me the line. I don't know.
Mm. I wonder did they take some of the dates off because it's not like what I'm seeing now is not as many as it was. And the October 16th ain't there no more. But yeah, this tour starts in June and it ends in December.
Mm.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me try this. Okay.
came through flexing.
Yeah, I heard. Okay. Okay, here. Yeah, okay. So they must have changed it because there's announcements with more dates than the other announcements. Because one announcement had it on my birthday in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So what's that close to? Is that close to Pittsburgh or Philly?
Oh, don't let me get the line like I know. I just went through Pennsylvania. Like I like Pennsylvania, Jersey, and Delaware. Like are really really close. So like then you just once you get there, you just jump on the highway and everything is 30 minutes away from each other. Maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. But what I do see is that St. Louis is still on the list. So it's July 21st in St. Louis. So yeah, they must have.
Yeah, don't tell Jasmine because she'll be like, "Yeah, we're going."
Yep.
Yeah, she'll get the hurt.
Right, right. So yeah, they must have changed the date.
Let me not do that. Let me not do that to her. I don't know why I said that. Like, let me not do her like that. She just loves it. Like she loves Usher.
Yeah. Usher is awesome. Usher is awesome. And so is Chris Brown, you know? But yeah. Yeah. So that is our top 5. So I don't have any final thoughts. So Jerry's final thought. Take it away.
Cool. My Jay's final thought. I thought about this all day too. I ain't even gonna lie. But my Jerry's final thought is this. We talked about this a couple of days ago. Pressure busts pipes, but pressure also makes diamonds. And you have to realize who you are. You're gonna go through things. Are you gonna be the person that folds under it? Or are you gonna be that person that actually makes it happen? And it's all on you. I can't tell you what to do. I can't make you do what you want to do. Same way with anything. You can't make me do nothing and you can't tell me what I'm supposed to do. It's either gonna be in you or it's gonna be on you. But I can guarantee you if it's on you, you're a pressure nigga. If it's in you, you a diamond. So you gotta realize who you are and you gotta realize where you can move around in those sections. Again, I ain't saying we bigger or we better than each other, but I will always say when you move in those certain levels and you know who you are, you ain't gotta fake it.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, take care of yourself and others.
All right. Well, thank you for Jerry's final thought. And this was episode 196 of the Ish We Talk. And we will see you guys for 197. Bye.
Exactly.